video to your July Astro Dice reading. Hope your friends are doing great out there. If your friends like this, please like and subscribe. Okay, friends, let's see what's going on with you in July. Best message coming out, please. And for those of you who are new, this is where I take astrology with tarot and make a small horoscope for the month. Okay, using only one of the 12 houses. Let's see what's going on. Next reading coming out, guys, is going to be the Buck Full Moon for July 3rd. So please watch for those readings. They'll be right after these readings. Plus, I still have a few of these readings to go, so it's going to be a minute or so. Hopefully, I'll get them all done by the 2nd, okay, of July. So let's go. And they will be energy readings, just to remind you of that. Going straight over here to Gemini in the 7th house with some Mars energy. So, I love that Mars coming out over here. It's going to get you going, going, going. Your physical energy, drive, strength, and fighting spirit. Ooh, look at that. Yeah. Time to go. Nothing's going to hold you back there. You're doing some Gemini. There's going to be a lot of communication going on over here. This is the energy of communication, mischievous, lively, witty, and informative. Stimulating exchange is possible. So wait for those conversations. What is going on within these conversations that you are having within the 7th house, my friend? This is the area of your life that is about the long-term significant partners, romantic, business, or family. Could even be friends if you see friends as family. That would be like, they're my soul sister. This is, take it how it resonates. Some people do see their their besties as family. So that could also go in that area depending on how close you are to these people. Family, friends, things of that nature. Family can also go underneath the business area too. I love that because, your coworkers, you figure you're around, sometimes you're around your business, you might work more than you're really at home. So I always love that as well. I love how they put that in there. Right? So let's go straight into the beginning of the month, the middle of the month, and the end of the month. Reminds me of school too. You guys remember when you were in school, it was almost like I see my teacher more than I see my mother. Right? Or my father, my family. Like they become your siblings and your parents. Okay, let's see what's going on. That's how I felt about my bus driver. I think I see my bus driver more than I've seen anybody. 40-minute trip to and from school. I think I've seen the bus driver more than I've seen my own family or my own schoolmates. Okay, let's see. Ooh, got the third eye chakra coming out saying, I can see clearly now the rain is gone. Right? Any obstacles that were in the way, we're just going to use the song, Let's Go, have been noticed. I can clearly see them. I know what you're trying to do. I know where I need to go. I know what's going on within the 7th house. Whether, we'll see whether it's something, an obstacle or if it's something that you really need to do. I know my movement, choices, and decisions. Where I didn't know my movement, choices, and decisions, and I'm not sure what was going on within the situation, in the beginning of the month, you can clearly see where you need to move, what choices need to be made, what decisions I need to come to when it comes to the 7th house. And with this drive and this strength of what you're seeing clearly with the third eye, intuition, just, having that, I see, is really driving you. Because now you're saying, aha, look at that. Lots of chakras coming out. It's bringing in this harmony and this peace and this happiness with 6 and 3 over here. You can definitely see that. But it's also 6 plus 3 equals 9. So it's the ending of something. It's the ending of saying, I don't know what I'm supposed to do. The ending of that, like I said, there was something clouded going on where you're saying, I couldn't see, and now I can see. That has ended. And now I know what I'm supposed to do, and I can use my intentions, and I know my intentions, and I know this is what I want to do, and that I can do it. And I can clearly see now my movements, what's going on. And it's going to have a lot to do also with the communication right, with that Gemini. Okay, oh my God, the Knight of Cups just fell out. I know where my heart's desire is, and I'm following my heart. If this has something to do with romance, then you know that this is your knight in shining armor. You understand what's going on around you. You see the beauty, and you're using that imagination, right? Or maybe you can clearly see that it wasn't just my imagination, right? It's actually happening before my eyes. But no matter what, I'm going to follow my heart. And I do believe that's you. If you know that that's not you and you know somebody else is following their heart towards you, then they can clearly see. But I'm telling you, no matter what, even if they can clearly see, you can clearly see too what it is, what's in that cup that needs to be offered. Because this is what I want. The movement, choices, and decisions you are now, that you are able to see exactly where you want to be and that you are following your heart, you would definitely have the foresight to see and prepare for this movement. If you're waiting for your ships to come in, you're saying, okay, but I wasn't sure how this is going to work. I'm ready and prepared now. Maybe you're preparing for this Knight of Cups to come in. Maybe you weren't sure about it before. Take it how it resonates. Everybody's story is a little bit different, but I will bring up as many as possible. Wow. Right? I'm prepared. I'm packed. I'm ready. This was from, this is where it finished itself. It finished itself by saying, okay, now we can go from start to finish. It started confusing. It started like, I don't know, right? Now it's finishing off as you're saying, I'm having a breakthrough. Intuitive insights coming through saying, okay, I see what's going on. Maybe you're ready to take a risk for this. But you can definitely see that this is exactly what your intentions were, and this is what you saying, I can do it. Maybe it was something you also thought you couldn't do, but now you're giving it more intention. Maybe it kind of confused you on, whether or not this could come through, and now you're waiting for your ships to come in. You're saying, I'm prepared, ready, packed, go. Traveling on this is certain situation. The Nine of Pentacles is also a card of travel. It's also a card of, this is where the rewards are coming in. This will be very rewarding. I'm waiting for these rewards. I will travel towards this with my heart open, or allow this person to come towards me with my heart open. Whoa, hello, I will let you come to me. You know what? Because maybe that's what it is. The communication that we're having is saying, I'm prepared now. It could just be the communication within yourself, right? Your higher self, yourself, maybe you're even talking to yourself, I don't know. Having that weird conversation we all have with ourselves, right? I don't know if I really want to do this. What do you think? Well, I don't know. Other side of the brain, maybe it will do so. I don't know. And it's like the subconscious talking to the conscious, higher self talking to yourself. And my ear is ringing. It's like, yeah, let's go. Okay, guys, let's go. Patience and planning. See, here you go again. Now you're going to be patiently planning. You're ready. You're going to have this fiery strength and wanting to drive towards this. You have the ultimate desire. God, look at these chakras coming out. Your chakras are getting balanced over here. Now you're saying, I have the desire to want to go this way. I have the intention to do so. I'm going to follow my heart's desire. Again, patiently planning what it is that I truly want to do. Wow. For the 7th house. So I still think that the 7th house, whether this is business or romance, for a lot of you, I really feel this is a business venture. I really think this is business for a lot of you. Some of you, it is because of cups. It could be love. I'm allowing this person to open up to me. I will take a couple more cards in a minute on that. Patience and planning, and this is where my heart's desire is. I can see accelerated motion in this area. Oh my God, at the bottom you have the sun. I'm going to take that out. Yes. Why? Because you were choosing wisely. You said, when I choose wisely, I'm going to get the pleasure. So you have the accelerated motion right now. This fiery piece that's within yourself says, I am desiring what I want. I'm going after what it is I want. What I want is the 8 of Wands. My victory, because this is going to bring me pleasure. But I can see the blessing within the situation, so you feel very blessed at this time in the middle of the month. Oh my God, you have this heart, head over heart. It's like this is where the truth comes in. everything that's been said, everything that I've been communicating within the situation, the information that's been coming in also, probably from this other person, is literally giving you more mental clarity of where it is. So you're definitely wanting to take this and run, right? This is why you're like, I'm taking this, I'm running. This is it. For some of you, it is a soulmate connection, and you're starting to figure out that this person has, wow, if this is a love connection, you're noticing the Knight of Cups who's coming in, and you said yes to the dress over here. You're saying, yes, you know what? There is potential. Something is up with this person, and I feel very attracted and very connected to this person. You're starting to fall head over heels for this person. It's almost like, you know, I'll follow my heart. They're following their heart. I'll give them a chance, right? And so you're seeing that this is where, you know what, there's something going on over here. Why are we so connected? And you're starting to desire this person. You're starting to desire this connection. You're starting to open up to notice. I think you're noticing they're your soulmate. Through the honest and truthful connection that you have and the way you're speaking to each other, you're realizing they're opening your heart even more. So maybe you were a little closed down or a little closed off. Now remember, it could be the other way around, guys, okay? You'll know. If it's this business and this new job opportunity, you're realizing, you know what, there's something about this job that I feel very connected to. This is something I really, really want. It could even be a new partnership. This person wants to open up and say, hey, you know what, you want to be my partner in this business, but you're finding a very healthy connection. No matter what it is, my friends, in the 7th house, whether it's romance, business, or family, you're finding this connection. And I'm telling you right now, it has something to either do with business or romance. Job opportunity, career opportunity. But you are definitely finding that this is the place you want to be. And it's very desirable. It's like the more we keep speaking, the more they keep driving me. And I'm going, you know, and you're far beyond driven as it is. And this is why you're patiently planning. And it's kind of crazy because the more you're kind of patiently planning, the more, you know, you're getting this information from the situation. Accelerated motion is the Hermit. It does feel like in the mid-month over here, you are going to take a little time out, you know, be a little silent for a second because you are in introspective. You are actually kind of soul searching over here in its own way. It's more, almost feels more like a contemplation on what is going on. Why am I so connected to this person? Are they my soulmate? Why do we have so much mutual attraction? You might even be a soulmate, not a lover, right? But just platonic that comes in and says, hey, let's make this business deal together. Let's make this business together. And you guys are so, you know what, you're on the same page. You know, it's kind of like, wow, they have the same, you know, we're really getting along. And it's that soulmate friendship, right? Maybe it's even a family member who wants to open up a business with you. You know, maybe it's a cousin that's like, hey, you know what? And you're like, wow, you know what? We're really connecting over here on what we would like to do within a business realm. And it really does. It's firing you up. But it is going to make you, as the accelerated motion, as it's really going, this is going fast. This victory and success of what's going on, no matter what the situation is, it's fast moving. And this is what makes you kind of hermit down for a second and say, whoa, hold on. I have to kind of think for a second of what, you know, I need alone time just for a second. Some of you might even, right? Some of you might even have Virgo in your chart or some kind of water in your chart, which makes you kind of, you know what I mean, want to kind of hermit down. Like I said, if you know it's not you, it could be the other person. We're picking up energies over here, but no matter what, you come to this conclusion, and this conclusion is the Ace of Cups. This is a love of a lifetime. I'm not going to make this go down. This was something I was looking for when I was soul searching. I have found it. This is my happiness. This is my glory. This is my dream come true. You're going to kind of go through your head and go, I don't know what just happened, but this is exactly what I manifested. This is exactly what I want and what I desired, right? With my solar plexus and my sacral chakra. And you know what? This is like the dream of a lifetime coming through over here. But you've definitely found the purpose while you're in hermit mode and really going over everything that's just happened between the beginning of the month to the middle of the month. You're kind of, I think it's just throwing you for a loop. Maybe, and I think it's because it's something you've desired for a long time, whether it's love, whether it's this wanting a partner in a career, wanting this new career, however it is, guys, in the 7th house, business orientated, I'm telling you right now, this is what you've always dreamt of, and it's coming to fruition. You want this. You see it as your Nine of Pentacles. You probably even see them as your Nine of Pentacles, but you can't. Wow, this person's beautiful. This person knows what they're doing. This person knows exactly what rewards they want. Right? Wow, this is just amazing. Clarify on the end of the month. But if it's a love situation, you're definitely, this person has got your attention so much that they've kind of thrown you for a loop, right? They have definitely thrown you for a loop over here, right? At the end of the month, we do have the patience. So there is something that you are going to be patient, using a little patience for. This is when you're actually, your Mars is going to kind of, you've been far beyond driven getting to what it is that you truly want over here within this 7th house with all this communication information and all these things, that you're kind of slowing down a little bit, taking a little patience, right? You need a little patience with the Temperance card over here. Clarifying on why with the Gemini. Yeah, it's just time to rest a little bit. It's time to relax a little bit. You've gone through a major cycle change over here. Something amazing is going on, right? And you are in the knowing. Wow. 4 major chakras going on over here, and you're in the knowing. And this is because you know that whatever is going on is going to be the fulfillment of wishes with the 9 of Pentacles again. See, you said this is the intention, is to be the 9 of Pentacles. I see this person as being the 9 of Pentacles. And now, or this opportunity, right? Because you see the fruits of your labor, you want the rewards, and now you're getting the rewards, and you see now where the rewards are. You've planted your firm foundations, whether it's in a love relationship, 4 of Coins. You're saying, I'm holding on tight to this, and this is where I can really build mountains and really hold firm to this situation. There's no reason to do anything else. That's why you're kind of chilling. You found what you're looking for. You found it. That's why I put you in hermit mode, because you said, whoa, this is moving fast. I've got my rewards. 8 of Wands, celebration, victory. Then that just kind of calms everything down. Ace of Swords on the patience. You're saying, yeah, having the major breakthrough is definitely just going to make me be a little patient now, because it's almost like I know the next cycle, right? I know the next cycle is coming. So I'm just going to keep, these new ideas coming. I'm going to keep mental clarity about the situation, right? And I'm just going to kind of rest. Yeah. Page of Swords, really knowing these new ideas and being curious and thirst for knowledge over here and new ways of communicating with that Gemini on the rest of rejuvenation. You're like, I'm resting, I'm rejuvenating, but I'm also, wanting to know these new things. I'm still feeling a little curious within the situation, but I know that I need to kind of meditate, and it's almost like you might even be kind of meditating on these new curious ideas. Wow. So not taking a whole lot of action, but definitely knowing what you need to do. Within the crown chakra, you do have the Hierophant, the knowing to the knowing. Wow, the knowing to the wisdom. I'm wise. I trust the situation. This could be a beautiful, it's almost like, whoa, within a relationship, you know that this person could be the one for you. You're feeling bonded to this person. You're really feeling connected to this person, and you would like to take this person to the next level. There's a very traditional found place between the both of you where you're sharing a lot of the same ideas. You're just on the same page. And you're just feeling like this is a wise choice, right? This is what you want. The fulfillment of wishes. Yeah, the cycle has changed. You're walking into a new world. Major Arcana of 21, the world. This is where you have the completion. You know that you've attained what it is you want. If you need to travel, you can travel. Now I have 2 cards of traveling, but a lot of that travel is just knowing that you're traveling in the right direction for the celebration of life. You've arrived to where you need to arrive from. You were looking for this soulmate. Here they are. If you wanted that job, here it is, guys, right? This is crazy and this is beautiful. But I did want to take a few cards over here on that one for you guys. Okay, so let's just use a couple of these. I want to know what the Knight of Cups is, please. The Knight of Cups. Can you clarify on the Knight of Cups for me? Throughout the community, yes. That's that celebration, knowing what's going on within the situation, knowing, this is, if it's a opportunity for business, then you're going to be well known within the community. If you're dating someone, they could already be well known within the community, or the community is going to know. If you live in a very small city or town, we do have those people, I live in a very small town in Nebraska. The community is going to know that you're dating a doctor. You see what I'm saying? Community is going to know. And this could be a well-known person in the community, or you could be. However it is. Well, definitely that has to do with, you could be out, I want to get out into the community. No. Thoughts. Yeah, I can't get you out of my mind. If this is a love situation, I cannot get you out of my mind. I'm just kind of going on the love situation here for just 1 second, guys. There is other things that are coming through, but this is a gift from the heavens, and you know it. Wow! With the lovers. Oh my gosh. Big, huge transformation within love. This was the love that you needed to transform what you needed. You said, I want love. This is the kind of love that I've been looking for. This is the, and it has transformed. It's saying, let go of everything that you thought maybe, oh my God, where's that coming from? Oh my gosh. I hear it in the very back of my mind, right? If you thought you knew what love was for someone, you don't know love until you met this person. Ho, ho, hello. Let go of anything you thought love was, because you don't know what it is until he or she arrives. Wow. They're bringing a different kind of love that you've never seen. Woo. Yeah, and they are courting. And that's why you're starting to feel head over heels and heart over here, or it could be them. I think it's you, because I think you are the King of Swords, because it's kind of like, I just feel like you weren't going to allow them to court you at first, because you are kind of like in the swords, guarded. A little guarded from maybe a last love relationship. This person wants to show you love like you've never seen love before. They are courting you, and this is what's starting to make you head over heart over here. You're like, Now all of a sudden you're in your head, right? You're like, what is this? Who is this? What is this connection? What is this? How do they know? Oh my gosh. And it's like something you've never seen before. That's a soulmate connection. But I do have 2 cards over here, because if this is occupation, I just want you to know right now on the business side, this is the occupation that's going to give you sudden wealth. And this is like, who are these people? Where did this job come from? Where did this person who wants to do a partnership come from? Wow, you're just everything that I wanted. Everything I expected within that situation. It's funny. On the occupation situation, this is what you expected to get out of the business. This is exactly what you wanted for your business, your career. But I'm going to tell you right now, if this is love, it's everything you didn't expect. That's why you didn't want to open up. This is unexpected. In a business or career area, it's very expected, because you said I wasn't going to move a whole lot until I find someone who wants to do something, or this job gives me what I want in pay. So that would be your expected, because you're wanting that. Love, this is so unexpected. It's blowing you away. But no matter what, you're still blown away, because they're still offering. Even though it's expected that you wanted this offer to do this, I still feel in some ways it still blows your mind, because even though it was expected for that to happen, I don't think you expected it to happen so soon, and for them to be so right there where you wanted it to be. So I feel the expected card should be sideways. I feel it's 2 in 1, depending on the situation. And if this was your brother, your cousin, or someone you did not expect them to want to come and say, hey, look, I got a business. I have a business degree. Let's go into business. Unexpected. Maybe you wanted them to do that for a long time, but maybe they blew your mind when they said that they would actually do so, and you guys got along so well. I don't know what the heck is going on, but you have great fortune going on. It's going to bring the family. This is where the family room gets together. One way or another, it is good for the family, good for your family, good for your business, good for your romance. But however it is, it's good for, it's just where everybody's happy. I don't know, it's just why everybody's happy. You bring this person over here that's courting you, and they find, and your family is like, oh my God, I love this person. Oh my God. Oh my God, you got great for it. Oh my God, I love this. I love them. They do. They love this person. Watch your brothers and sisters and be like, hey, right? You never know, right? Yeah. Could be a little bit of jealousy. Careful. Careful. Careful for some of you. Yeah. Knocking over the family card over here. You got some cousins or something over here that's like, oh my gosh. So be careful of that, right? Could be a little jealousy. Okay, but anyways, yeah. Okay. Ooh, I don't know. This is crazy. Yeah, you're honoring and taking the high road to the situation. There's going to be so much communication coming in about this whole situation. It's just crazy. This is your official person. No matter how the situation is, you have to have this person, right? You have to have this person because you're going to feel the wealth, whether it's the wealth in the love, whether it's wealth in this new job. You're going to see your wealth come up, right? You're going to see your wealth come up. Yeah, an unexpected income. Yeah, because like I said, it's expected, but it's so unexpected. I just think it's expected because you're like, you know what? If I'm going to take this job, I better make like $20 an hour. You know what I mean? I have the degree. I have this. I've been working this long. And then somebody comes in, could be offering you more money, and that's very unexpected. You're like, whoa, wait, hold on. What just happened? You want to give me more than I'm worth? You want to give me $24 an hour? Holy, yeah, I'm going to take that. So that's beautiful reading, my friends. Okay, until next time. Peace and love. Bye-bye.